Come on, just one more match. Give me a chance to win my gold back.
And what will you bet? That ridiculous nose ring? Find another racket, Bragas. Tribute ain't for you.
Heard all that, eh? Guifa's a palms-up card sharp. One of the best tribute players in town. But like I always say, if you want to take the measure of a grot, you've got to climb. That nose ring jibe was unnecessary, right? I'll get her next time. Soren, right? She definitely has an eye for talent. Yes, I can tell you all about Tribute. It's a card game, a scavenger hunt. Zen's price, it's practically a religion for some folk. You want fame, gold, it's all there for the taking. Ah, fresh player. Excellent. First things first. You need to learn the rules of the game, and you'll need a couple of decks of tribute cards, of course. Find Razamad in the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. Tell him Bragas sent you. He'll get you sorted. Razamad's the game baron here in Gonfalon Bay. You won't find a kinder or more knowledgeable player west of High Rock. Not that he'll go easy on you, mind. He expects the best from the players he trains. Trust me, I should know. Freeze bones. An introduction would be nice, wouldn't it? Call me Bragas. Professional gambler and semi-professional everything else. Aside from sailor, of course, I hate the water. The better question would be, what made you leave Valenwood? The answer, my friend, is debt collectors. Vigorous ones. Once I save up enough, I might go back, but I'm in no hurry. When a stiff breeze comes through, the sisters are really beautiful. Oh, Guifa, just a lover spat. She loves making fun of my nose ring, and I love losing money to her, apparently. Match made in Aetherius. Usually, no. Most players are in it for the joy of competition, but you know what they say? If there's an uncertain outcome, someone's got gold on it. I play a lot of unsanctioned matches. Putting skin in the game keeps things fresh. Aye, that big building there. Used to be a House Mornard villa, believe it or not. House Dewfort seized it during the transition of the duchy, but get tired of paying for the upkeep. The Duchess sold the place to Razamad about a year ago. Well, we drink in there too. People need a place to relax, chum. The ancient anchor's fine for sailors on shore leave, but people looking for a really good time always come here. Plus, it serves as our tribute chapter seat. Yeah, a chapter is like a team of sorts. The Gonfalon chapter meets here. But we're wandering into the weeds a bit. Focus on the game first. We'll discuss the rest later.
Bad enough to come to Cold Harbor, but to end up in the Tower of Lies, toiling away? Glad some of those people were saved.
Welcome to the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. We got drinks, food, and lots of good times. Especially if you order a lot of drinks. Funny how that works.
The cards haven't been too friendly to me of late. Thought I'd take a break and clear my head. Maybe get some ale, too. Always play better when I've had a couple. Know what I mean?
Greetings, my friend, and welcome to the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. Please, drink and make merry. We have many strong players gracing the hall today. Lots of action. Tales of Tribute is free to watch, but far more fun to play. Do you play, Wayfarer? Then you have come to the right place. Tales of Tribute is a game of stories, some fantastical, and others all too real. 2 players share their tales with decks of cards. The game is elegant and easy to learn, but it takes great effort to master. First, you will need 2 decks. Each deck represents a different story, a different strategy. Your opponent brings 2 decks as well. Once you and your adversary combine your decks, the game can begin. A shared pool, you see. A level field of play. Make your way to the beginner's lounge and find my associate, Bragas. Tell him Razamad approved an initiation match. He will lend you a pair of decks and teach you the basics. Complete this trial and return to me for your reward. Dear Bragas often strays, but never for long. His coin rarely holds out. He must be back by now, safe within the confines of the gaming hall where he can be supervised. Do not worry, though. Bragas is a fine player. He will teach you well. Yes, of course. As Bragas no doubt told you, I am Razamad. I hold many roles and offices: Tribute Master, Game Baron, and Proprietor of this hall. I also lead our regional Roysters Club chapter, the Gonfalon chapter. Yes, the Roysters Club. It is a far-reaching organization that administrates all aspects of Tales of Tribute. They organize tournaments, publish new rules, sponsor chapters, and, most importantly, they manufacture the cards themselves. Anyone with a pair of Tribute decks, a Game Baron sponsorship, and a thirst for competition, yes, complete your training, and it will be my honor to welcome you into the club. Bragas, yes. He loves the game in his way. I wish he exercised more caution. He often forgets how much he has to lose. But he's a bright lad, full of youthful energy and hope. That is more than I can say about most people in this world.
Ha ha! If it isn't my new old friend. Found the place easy enough, eh? Pull up a chair, have a drink. As long as you're buying, of course. I'm a little light in the purse at the moment. So you talked to Razamad yet? Oh, did he? Oh, I love it when we bring new players into the fold. Gets boring playing the same old salts day after day. We need new blood in here. Now, before we begin, you'll need these. 2 tribute decks you can borrow for educational purposes. You try to defeat me, of course. First to 40 prestige, or winning the favour of all the patrons, is the victor. Don't worry, chum. I'll explain that as we go along. And loosen up, eh? You'll do fine. I'll go easy on you. This is just the beginning. There are more decks to acquire and more slightly less handsome players to defeat. Now, I know our lesson went quickly, so if you're confused on any details, check out the handbook there on the bar.
You return victorious, yes? I hope you enjoyed the match. I have played countless games of both luck and skill, and truly, Tales of Tribute is the best by far. So, now that you've learned the rules, do you wish to continue your gaming journey? Now, you claim membership in the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club, a fraternity of tribute players committed to fair play and stiff competition. As an official Royster, you will gain access to a host of opponents and decks of your very own. Oh, countless rewards! With each victory, you will rise higher in the club rankings. Do well enough, and you may even earn the right to challenge the club's founders, the creators of the game itself. So what do you say? Will you join us? Then, it is my honor to furnish you with your first pair of decks, and welcome you wholeheartedly to the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club. May good fortune shine on you, my friend. I am eager to see you put those cards to good use. You joined the Roysters Club at an opportune time. Smaller club chapters are preparing for a series of tournaments, ours included. The contest will not begin for some time, though, so I suggest you get some more practice in the meantime. The gaming hall provides a wealth of opportunities for Roysters Club members. Why not look around and familiarize yourself with them? Bragas can make the proper introductions. Speak with Soren, too. She's another protege of mine. As in all things, the best way to improve is through doing. Set out and find new opponents. Win or lose, your skills will grow and your strategies will sharpen. Once you establish yourself in the beginner's circuit, return to me for a reward. Remember, in these early days, winning and losing mean little. Regardless of a match's outcome, you must see every game as an opportunity to hone your skills. It may sound nonsensical, but sometimes losing is the surest route to improvement. I would be happy to. The tournament started informally. Premier players like myself and Talib Fells gathered in major cities to match wits and sharpen our game. The Roysters Club leadership caught wind of it and began sponsoring official events. Well, many of the players who participated in those early matches went on to form teams, which, in the fullness of time, became club-sponsored chapters. Now those chapters compete against one another in groups. It is better to share a victory, yes? A grand prize, yes. The Roysters Club and city governments all contribute to a weighty purse. But in truth, the greatest tribute players compete for pride and glory, not coin. And the revels, of course. The Gonfalon chapter loves to celebrate. No, my friend, I have achieved all that I set out to achieve at the tournament level. Now, I prefer to observe, teach, and celebrate my pupils' victories. Mostly the celebrating part. With luck and determination, we may raise a glass to you someday.
Bragas, I told you. I can't do that. You know the rules. Those days are behind me.
Yeah, of course. Just trying to help out my friends. No worries, all right?
Hey, it's our newest recruit! You made the right choice signing up here. The Gonfalon chapters produce some of the best tribute players in, well, Gonfalon Bay. That's why we're bound to start winning again. Eventually. Yeah, of course. We should start with rankings. Look around. Every player you see has a place in the Roysters Club rankings based on their experience. That rank determines who they can and can't challenge. It's banded, see? Like a layer cake. You're just starting out, so you're at the novice rank. As a novice, you can take on other novices, but not higher tier players. Oh, don't fret. You'll square off against a game baron soon enough. Rising in the rankings is just a matter of experience. Just challenge another novice here in the gaming hall. Get a real game under your belt, not just a bib and diaper match where Bragas lets you win. Oh, not that that's what happened with you. Oh dear. Just go play a game and let me know how it went. Remember, everybody's got to start somewhere. Win, lose, it doesn't matter. Just focus on learning the game, getting into the rhythm, right? I'll cheer you on from here. It's not every day I get to see an aspiring champion cut their teeth. You saw that? It's nothing, really. Bragas just gets a bit of swagger when he hits a hot streak. He's been winning a lot recently, so he offered to get me in at the ground floor. Tip me off to sure things so I can make a bet and such. Are you kidding? He hates it. He tries his best to curb Bragas' antics. But we're getting to the point where he's ready to let that elf learn his lessons the hard way. Sometimes you have to hit the bottom before you can rise back up to the top. Ha! Perceptive. Listen, your focus should be on the fun of tribute. I'm not going to drag you through the details of my sordid past. We'd be here all day. Just get out there and have some fun, all right?
I find myself on a bit of a losing streak, alas. But I think my luck is about to change.
Not bad for your first game. Not bad. Better than my first, that's for sure. I did see you hesitate once or twice. If you need a refresher on the rules, you can always check the rulebook downstairs at the bar. Now, I think it's time you met Kishka. She's the Moony Khajiit downstairs. Kishka and her brother create daily challenges for the chapter to keep us sharp. It's great practice, and you can win some fine rewards, too. Keeping her attention's no small feat, but when she focuses, look out.
Zispo, Kishka brought you here to help proffer tribute challenges, little brother, not sit around mewling about lost biscuits.
They were muffins, sister, and they were very expensive.
Forgive this one's baby brother. He was weeping about... Wait, what was he? Never mind. Welcome to the club. This one assumes you seek new challenges and amazing rewards. This is true, yes? If so, you have come to the right place. Yes, and what fragrant challenges they are. Each day, Kishka creates new tasks for rank and renown. One will pit you against the common folk of Tamriel. The other will set you against card-playing adventurers like yourself. I offer only 2 challenges per day, but you can earn sweeter prizes by winning multiple matches. Small rewards for a single win, fine prizes for 2, and a grand bounty for 3. Kishka will also make sure your rank soars if you participate. Ha! You would fill your purse with heaps of tiny baubles? No, Walker. As this one said, you can win 1 match for a tiny reward, or keep playing for a bigger prize. Simple, yes? The more you play, the sweeter the reward. It is Kishka's pleasure. Come back soon, yes? This one's grand challenges will be waiting. Now, you should go find Bragas. He is out on the seaside patio, most likely. Kishka is very busy doing... something. What was Kishka doing again? Zispo!
Marunji has nothing to offer you at this moment, Walker. You will keep an eye on the floor for this one's candied grape, though, yes? It fell from Marunji's muffin and rolled somewhere. It is still fine to eat. Kishka is this one's big sister, yes. She orders Marunji around constantly, and not even for tasks that demand this one's great size. Just silly things she is too lazy to handle herself. By Jonan Jod, it is so annoying. You jest, right? Kishka seems like a silly Jakajit, yes. But when she gets angry, this fool, she is like a little Merons, all hissing and flailing and biting. You would be scared too, I think. Marunji offers challenges for adventurers like you to play against each other. The more matches a roister wins against their peers, the greater the reward. Kishka's challenges set you against common folk. Do not take them for granted, though.
Bragas will give you the final details. Find him outside, yes? Do not forget to return to Kishka and Marunji, though. This one posted some very special challenges today, like, well, Kishka forgets, but she is sure they are very sleek.
Ah, there's my new favourite roister. I guess if you've spoken to Soren and Kishka and gotten their sage advice, it's down to me to provide the final part of the chapter's introductions and provide one last little acorn of wisdom. We should have a word about decks, I guess. Those decks Razumad gave you are just the beginning. Fresh decks pop up all over Tamriel, and each of them offers a unique style of play. You can even find upgrades to the cards you already own. I've earned a fair amount from just playing Tribute. Kishka offers them in her daily challenges sometimes, especially if you hit those win streaks. I've even heard rumours that adventurers find them out in the wild. Well, between you, me, and old Bendu there, I've heard they might offer some new decks as prizes in the upcoming tournaments. Beyond that, it's a mystery. Just keep working on raising that rank by playing matches. That's the best path to success. Well, if not, you're close. Go talk to Razumad and let him know you introduce yourself to the chapter's premier players. He'll be glad to hear it.
Welcome back! You return wiser and hungrier for competition, is it not so? Tribute has that effect on people. Now, I have something for you. A gift and formal welcome to the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club. I know you will put it to good use. Just a little something from the chapter's strongbox. Now then, you have decks, you are versed in the rules and familiar with your fellow competitors. Truly, you have all you need to step into formal play. We proudly welcome you to our chapter. The Roysters Club Novice Tournament is upon us. Canny opponents, unexpected strategies, fresh cards. Truly, this is what every Tribute player lives for. You've clearly improved since last we spoke. Are you prepared to enter your first tournament? Excellent. I will add your name to the lists and pay the sponsorship fees so you can focus on the important part, winning. I admit our chapter has suffered a dry season, but Zet rewards those who endure. You will play several matches. If you defeat enough of the opposing chapter's players, you may face off against their chief novice, a worthy opponent to be sure. Now, gather with the others in the beginner's lounge. The first game draws near. Whatever the outcome, remember that you represent the Gonfalon chapter now. We steadfastly commit to the principles of fair play. We are gracious in both victory and defeat. And, win or lose, we always revel when the game is through. Everyone will compete, save Kishka and I. Kishka has no interest in tournaments. A bit too much structure for her tastes. And as I may have mentioned, I prefer to observe. That leaves Bragas, Soren, and you, our prized protege. Not unless you all make it to the finals. What a blessed result that would be! The chances of such success are slim, however. I would not worry. For now, focus on opponents from the opposing chapters. And enjoy yourself.
Good pacing, Bragas. Razamad just had those tiles replaced.
This isn't nerves, Soren. It's, excitement. I always pace when I'm excited, you know that.
Hey, I knew you'd join us. Excited? Oh, of course you're excited. But try to stay loose. A tournament's no different than a back alley match. Except for the prizes, of course. Prizes. Just don't get twitchy like Bragas. Yep, it's simple. To advance to the next round of the tournament, we have to battle our way through a series of chapter opponents. Beat them all, and you'll face off against their chief novice, whoever that is. Just try to relax. You'll do great. Me? I'm calm as a slug on Soondas. I don't let these things get to me. Tribute is meant to be fun. My days in Elsewhere taught me that there's far worse things to get upset over. Far, far worse. Just enjoy yourself. Let Bragas handle the stress. Yeah, I spent some time in Elsewhere, in my youth. Got into trouble and made a lot of terrible mistakes. In the end, it almost cost me everything. But that's hardly game day conversation. We have a much healthier addiction to feed. Be ready. All right, I'm going to see if our opponents have arrived.
Tell me you signed up for the tournament. You did, didn't you? Great! That's great! You're going to do great. We all are. Just got to focus, right? It's all about focus. And breathing. Why are my ears sweating? Who? Me? Yeah, I just get, you know, a little anxious before tournament play. Nothing serious. There are plenty of different opponents out there. I mean, we could get paired with anyone, right? And there are some chapters we won't see at all. Yes, anyone but the Mournhold chapter. No specific reason. It's just they're really good, that's all. But I wouldn't worry. I doubt they even sponsor a novice tier team. They're a top tier operation. Yeah, there's no way it's them. Right, I need some fresh air. You should join me when you're ready. Our opponent should be here any moment now.
Are all the brine-crusted beef wits of the Gonfalon Tribute chapter here now? Only 3, eh? And not a thimble's wit between you, I'm sure. Well, let's get on with it. I, Vernald Broach, Chief Novice of the glorious Wayrest chapter, do hereby challenge the slovenly fishmongers of Gonfalon Bay to this first round of tournament play.
You may as well give up now. I've pulled out the abacus and done the maths. A victory for Gonfalon is statistically impossible.
Varnald's strategies are strong as the walls of Wayrest. You witless fishmongers are in for a beating.
Vernald Broach? Seriously? This guy couldn't beat a cross-eyed Quama. Good practice regardless. Let's crush these twerps.
Now that is a punchable face. He's got a punchable face, right? I can't wait to beat him.
That wine-addled Razama doesn't even dare to meet us. You must be his proxy. Well, take a long look, you hay-born buffoon. This is what real talent looks like. Now, give me your name so I can scribble it carelessly in my ledger of doomed rivals. Ugh, an atrocious name. And don't you worry, you'll witness our glorious victory firsthand through the tearful eyes of a soundly beaten loser. Now, since you're his stand-in, I assume Razamad told you the rules? If I must As you can see from the tournament lists posted by the hall there, you must defeat my pupils, Fabermund in Daggerfall and Cecile in Shornhelm. If by some miracle you manage to defeat them, and it would be a miracle, well... just so. You'd face me in Wayrest, in much the same way that a chicken faces a farmer's axe. I almost wish you could face me. Pity. Our chapter is bound for far better things, and you are mere stepping stones. Be seeing you, Gonfalon.
So you're off to Glenumbra. Nice of the Roysters Club to go easy on us in the first round.
Hey, I heard that!
Sooner we knock that smug grin off Fernald's face, the better. Let's get to it.
I'd wish you good luck, but I don't think you'll need it. See you back here for drinks.
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
So, you really think you have what it takes to challenge the Wayrest chapter? According to my calculations, your chances are roughly 0. But who am I to refuse a match? The tournament starts now! How did Varnald's strategy not work? My calculations were perfect! Damn it all!
Yes! Are we going to race?
Hey, I knew you'd make it to the second round. Just don't let your guard down. This might be a novice tournament, but all it takes is one slip-up and you're knocked out.
So you managed to beat my associate. Well, the winning ends here, Beefwit. The Wayrest chapter cannot be defeated. I knew that pompous little weasel was feeding me bad tribute strategies. Ah, be off. I've got some drinking to do.
Well, you made a meal of her, didn't you? Couldn't have happened to a nicer person, right? enough about the tragic fall of Cecile Navim. You've got a tournament to win. Time to make your way to Wayrest and crush that blowhard Varnald.
Well, if it isn't the Gonfalon Gni, marvelous.
You've played good games so far, friend. Now it's time to shove defeat into Varnal Broshi's expertly coiffed beard. That's the Gonfalon base spirit.
Even on the verge of tears, I still want to punch him.
Varnald's strategies are strong as the walls of Wayrest. You witless fishmongers are in for a beating.
You may as well give up now. I've pulled out the abacus and done the maths. A victory for Gonfalon is statistically impossible.
Well, well, well. Razamad's proxy, like swamp gas, rises to the top. I must admit some surprise. I never thought you'd make it past Daggerfall, but so much the better. I always revel in destroying new opponents. My strategies are flawless. Ooh, so stoic. It's the stoic ones who always weep the loudest. Last chance to weasel out of this. No one will think any less of you. It's impossible to think any less of you.
How did Varnald lose? His strategies have never failed. I need to think about this.
This isn't possible! You cheated! That's the only possible explanation. I would never have miscalculated. It's absurd! I will send a full accounting of this to the Roysters Club leadership. This is preposterous. It's fake. All of it. No! That's impossible. You must have hidden some cards or... Is there a mirror behind me? You're up to something. You have to be. I can't lose. I cannot. Do you know how many times I've won with these strategies? 100 times. 1,000 times. Get out of my sight! I have a long and damning letter to write. The Roysters Club will... You'll be hearing from them soon. Now be gone!
I knew it! Varnald is nothing but a pompous, babbling buffoon!
Just look at him. Thrashing about like a fish on a hook. Almost makes you feel bad for him. Almost. You should head back to the club. Soren and I will meet you there soon, right after we thump this weepy sod.
Even on the verge of tears, I still want to punch him.
Soren, how many times have I told you not to dance behind or on the bar? How many times?
This is a victory dance, Skellig. For victorious feet, there are no rules.
Isn't that the truth? Hey, Our friend is back. Come, join us.
You should have seen the look on Varnald's face when I beat him. I wanted to punch him in the face when I first met him, but this was so much better.
Poor Vernard. After losing to you, he could barely bring himself to shuffle his cards. He blubbered the whole time. It was like playing a toddler. I'd say you're just what this chapter needed. Yes, indeed. The players of Gonfalon Bay have all officially advanced to intermediate tier play. Putting that Breton in his place felt good. But things are going to get much tougher from here. But now's not the time for fretting. It's time to revel. It means that after Razamad approves your promotion, you'll be able to challenge mid-tier tribute players all across Tamriel. And it also means I can start paying off some of my debts. You don't even realize how close I was to disaster. Just a little predicament I got myself into. I made a few side bets, you see, big ones. Another month of missed payments and... well, I'd rather not think about it. Anyway, if we keep this up, I'll have nothing to worry about. Now, go see Razamad.
Ah! Another victorious player returns home. Truly, I could hear Varnald weeping from all the way across the Abyssion. Well done, my friend. You are quite welcome. Now for the formal part. On behalf of the Roysters Club and our revered Gonfalon chapter, I hereby grant you intermediate ranking, with all the rights and privileges due. That and a hefty reward, too. Congratulations! Eager to begin the next tournament? Then I have good news. The Roysters Club just sent word that our new opponents will arrive soon. We have time, though. I imagine they are in no hurry to face defeat at the hands of our chapter's newest prodigy. Bragas began pacing as soon as I gave him the news, so clearly he is ready. As for Soren, she seems less so. It would be a pity if she withdrew. Advancing without her help, I do not want to say it is impossible, but it is very unlikely. I hope so. A letter addressed to her arrived yesterday. She seemed deeply troubled after reading it. I offered an ear to listen, but she insisted she would be fine, and left. Now, I'm not so sure. Soren clearly likes you. Would you speak to her? The three of you represent the Gonfalon chapter's best hopes for a title. I would hate for Soren to miss her chance. She's worked so hard to reach this point. I did not see where she went, but someone in the hall might know. If Braga started acting peculiar, I would have 100 theories. But Soren shines brighter than the sun over the Alakir. She has no enemies to speak of, so far as I know. She did have some trouble in Elsewhere before coming to High Isle, though. Soren rarely speaks about her past. When I try to learn more, she becomes evasive, nervous. I do not wish to pry, but we all adore her and would try to ease her burdens if given the chance. I only know that the trouble had to do with skooma. Were I a betting man, I would say yes. But we cannot help her if we do not know for sure. Find her, speak with her. I only hope she speaks more candidly with you than she does with me.
So just
Bad enough to
statistically
come to Cold
speaking,
Harbor,
what are the odds
but to
that we
end
have
up
to
in the
play the
Tower of Lies,
Mournhold chapter
toiling away?
next? They're
Glad
low,
some of those people were saved.
right?
How's this for odds? There is a 100% chance that if you ask me again, I'm gonna break your legs.
Today's the day? The intermediate tournament? I don't think I've ever had a sharper deck. I bet it could even beat one of those Mournhold decks. Not that I mean, there's no way we're playing them, right? Sorry, rambling. You need something? Soren, She's been a little sullen the last couple of days. Something about a letter, I think. I saw her head upstairs earlier. Couldn't tell you if she's still up there or not. Is something wrong? Maybe. What's that supposed to mean? She's going to play, right? Right? Sense price. She's not going to play, is she? Damn it! She's worked so hard, we all have. Did someone threaten her? Just give me a name. Let me at them. Think, Bragus, think. She might have been... Yeah, she was definitely talking to some Khajiit lady, and it wasn't that long ago. The cat's probably still here in the gaming hall. Just hurry. We've got some time before our opponents arrive, but not much.
Why do they always pester Renobi? This one already has a drink, Walker. Tell your friends Renobi is married. Or a celibate, whichever you prefer. Sorin. Yes, Sorin is an old friend of Renobi's. This one was just catching up with her, yes? We have not seen each other for a long, long time. This one missed her dearly. Well, Renobi heard her old friend made it to the second round of the tribute tournament. A proud moment for this one, truly. Renobi introduced Sorin to the game, you see. So, this one just came to wish her luck and give her a tiny sweet, yes? A gift, Walker. Just a small reminder of where she came from and what she left behind. This one hopes she found a quiet corner where she could enjoy it. It always did help her game. Now, if there isn't anything else, good luck in the tournament. Sorin probably took her suite to the docks. If you see her, tell her Renobi has more to offer. If she is interested.
I can't find Sorin anywhere. Someone mentioned seeing her outside. Go check, will you?
Hey, what are you... Did you come out here to look for me? I'm sorry, I know the tournament starts soon. I just needed a moment. It's complicated. I appreciate your concern, but really, I don't want to drag you into my mess. So now I'm dragging Razamad into this too? Mara's mercy. I got a letter from an old friend. She and I were very close, but I hated the person I was around her. I had to leave elsewhere, to leave her. And now, suddenly, she's back in my life. The usual, little stories, inside jokes. They tore down our favorite tavern, apparently. Our favorite from back when I was using, I mean. It all came flooding back. Everything I tried to escape. It's like I'm right back where I started. Yeah, she's here. And she came bearing gifts. Skooma. After all this time, you'd think I could just say no, but I plucked it right out of her hand. No hesitation. I told myself I would bring it down here and pour it out in the harbor. But now... I never stopped wanting it. Even now, talking to you, knowing what I know about what this does to people, I still want a taste. I just need a moment to think. Thanks for checking on me. Can't say for sure, but I think you just saved my life.
there you are. Zen's price. I thought I was going to be the only one out here. Our opponents will be here in...
Greetings, walkers. Oh, Renobi thought there would be more of you. Oh, shame. Well, the games must go on, yes? This one, Renobi, Adjutant Game Baron of the Elden Root chapter, hereby challenge the Gonfalon Bay players in this intermediate tournament.
That's her. That's the Khajiit that upset Sorin. Oh, we'll make her pay.
You don't have a snowball's chance in Hammerfell. Nobody plays like the Elden Root chapter.
Renobi gives us everything we need to succeed. I see things so clearly with her guidance, and her enhancements. You'll see soon enough.
Oh, sweet meat. You look like the scent you swallowed the terror bird. Are you so surprised to see Renobi? Surely you would not blame this one for her good fortune. A dear friend and a tournament in the same place? It is so convenient. Renobi has her claws in many sugar jars. Can a businesswoman not enjoy herself from time to time? And business can be pleasure also, yes? Many tribute players want what Renobi sells. Skooma makes us sharper, sleeker. You should try it someday. Sabotage? Do you think this game means so much to Renobi? No, Walker. This one misses her friend. Sorin is wasted in this dungy place. She belongs with Renobi. She only needs reminding, yes? But this war, so serious. We have a game to play, yes? Of course. Though it will be difficult with only you and your little acorn elf, yes? Lentondil will face you at Skywatch Market in Oridon, then Malilen in the city of Marbrook in Greenshade. This one lounges in Elden Root. See you soon, sweet meat.
Always playing the same tricks, aren't you, Renobi?
Oh, Sorin, what a surprise. How did you enjoy this one's gift? Smooth and fragrant, yes?
I wouldn't know. You'll have to ask the fish at the bottom of the harbor.
That can't be good for them.
I suggest you get ready for the tournament, Renobi. We'll be seeing you soon. Thanks for being there for me, friend. Really, it means the world. Now, let's teach Renobi a lesson in humility.
Ephraim's bones. I've never seen Sorin so focused. I think we might just have a chance.
You don't have a snowball's chance in Hammerfell. No?
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying. Hey there, friend. You go first, all right? I've got to make sure I'm composed when I battle Lentendil. I won't lose this tournament. I've come too far.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was beginning to worry you wouldn't show. Not that anyone could blame you. Are you ready to begin?
Better than actually playing myself. You've got interesting strategies.
Thank you. That match, how you won, that's what I needed. I know I can do this now. I'm not backing down. Go out there and keep dominating, my friend. I'll do the same.
You beat me? Well, bully for you.
Well?
Did you meet the new commander?
Hey, I was waiting for you or Soren to show up. I already won my match. Figured I'd cheer you on. Just be careful with this Malalyn, yeah? She's a quick thinker. Almost got me a couple of times.
There you are. Show me your cards, Gonfalon. Come on and show me. Don't drag this out. I've got things to do.